Good evening, friends. I'm here tonight to address you on the behalf of a fantastic human being by the name of Brandyn Glenn. That's Brandyn. You might not know who he is, but he knows who you are, and he cares about you. That's because his future is intertwined with yours. He wants to represent you and all of your interests to the rest of the United States of America. With Brandyn as your personal representative, you have the power to effect an enormous amount of change. Visible change. Brandyn wants to communicate with you. He wants to hear what you want, what you need. What are Brandyn's issues, you ask? His issues are your issues. I had a chance encounter with a young man walking down the street the other day. He was begging for spare change. Do you know what he was saying? To every single passerby, he said, "Help a kid through college." Now, I didn't give him any change, but I did hand him a Brandyn Glenn pamphlet. This district has an incredibly dense population of college students, and Brandyn Glenn understands the financial difficulty that burdens them. Thankfully, he's got a plan for students just like you to save money and to graduate without an overwhelming amount of debt. Let's get the kids off the streets and back into college. That's visible change. You want fair representation? Brandyn's your man. You want to see things you care about get addressed? Well, perfect, because Brandyn Glenn is your man. He's like a plow, digging through the issues and grime in order to turn over the earth and prepare it for planting. And you're the seed. Without your vote, there can be no change. Without your vote, there'll be no crops, no flowers. And as we all know, a world without flowers is tragic indeed. Brandyn cares passionately about the environment and knows that there are adjustments that can be made right here in Boston to help the cause. Just like you, he carries a Charlie card in his back pocket. He wants to increase and encourage the use of the public transportation system, as well as find funding to improve the system. The health of the environment isn't the only issue that Brandyn's concerned about. Should medical attention be a privilege only of the elite? Brandyn Glenn doesn't think so. You want health care? You got it. Oh, and you want health care? You got it too. Brandyn believes in a system where everyone can receive medical attention, regardless of their social standing. This is why he firmly stands by the new legislation just passed in Massachusetts for universal health care. The other day, I was talking to Brandyn, and he told me about a postcard he received from his son in the military. Written from Iraq, it was the first Brandyn had heard from his son in over 8 months. The situation is incredibly hard for the whole Glenn family. But Brandyn understands the complexity of the war we're currently fighting in, and he sees no ready solution. And he knows it's not going to be easy to find, but he knows that there is one, and that with your help, we can find one, and he wants your help. Brandyn cares about many things, but his biggest concern is you. An individual cannot make change occur on his own. That's why it's most important for us to help each other in achieving great things for our city. Brandyn believes we can make a better Boston. He believes that every one of you hold a key to that future. Brandyn believes in you. Believe in him.